Our good neighborhood friend Magic Mike is back for the third film of his trilogy. It's still hard to tell if this is the final film, and I hope it's not, but nonetheless, folks, we're here to get into that review. So let's jump into Magic Mike's Last Dance. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new film Magic Mike's Last Dance, coming to theaters February 10th. So yeah, this is the third film of the trilogy, and you know, by the title Last Dance makes it seem like this may be it. I've seen, you know, other bits of just promotional material, you know, saying like the final tease and whatnot. And honestly, I'm just gonna cut right to the end here. The film did not end in a way that tells me that this is it. And granted, like, while you don't want to like overdo it, I actually think they got a lot more in the tank, because this film was really fun. Like, if you enjoyed the other ones, this one just is a step higher than what the previous ones were. A lot of fun, good choreography, you know, it's spicy, it has the laughs, it has the drama, it has all those sorts of different things. And again, if you enjoyed the first two, without a doubt, even maybe you even enjoyed the series, I don't know, but without a doubt, I think that like this is an elevation of the previous film. I really enjoyed this film, and granted, I jokingly told all my friends like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go see Channing Tatum sliding across the ground. But overall, like, you know, why I may not be the demo, this was fun. I enjoyed this film a lot more than I expected I would, because I laughed so much, and I thought like just the delivery of the jokes and just how there was just things as an adult you just easily pick up on, and whether you're going in here to look at, you know, all of the strippers and you're really invested emotionally and maybe even sexually into the choreography of the dance and whatnot. Let's call it what it is. The art, the choreography, the dancing, the skill, the talent of all these dancers and everybody involved is top tier, without a doubt. And then the jokes really brings it all in for everybody, because there's characters that were funny that I was not even expecting to be funny and truly shine. So overall, I think this film is kind of difficult as this is to say. It is for everybody. It truly is. And I do mean like everybody. I almost want to say it's family friendly, because like, yeah, things get spicy really early in the film, and it does have that sexual tension, but overall it just was a feel-good film. Like, I really can't find anything bad to say about this film. Like, I laughed, I truly, and let me also be frank, I'm not really into dance. So like when I see people perform, I can acknowledge their talent, but it's just not something that's appealing to me. It is really, really hard to look at the talent here and just not be completely wowed at the skill, the choreography, the stunt, just everything about it, along with the music, along with the production. It just really came together really, really, really good. And the previous films I thought were good, but this one truly was an elevation. And then you add Salma Hayek to it. I mean, come on now. If y'all already know what it is. She was fantastic in this. I'm gonna talk a little more about her, but her working across from Channing, so good. And their scene in the very beginning of this film truly sets the tone. And while he did produce this film, he's not involved dancing as fully as he were in the previous film, but he also is producing the show that's within the film. He does have two of the strongest scenes in the film, the beginning scene and truly the ending scene. Like he opens and closes this film with amazing performance, a performance with his dance. You know, he has it. So it is kind of like, oh, maybe he's just kind of over it now. Maybe, but he still made y'all show. He made sure that y'all knew like he still got it if he needs to. But anyway, in this film, you do have Mike working in Florida. He's broke. He's a bartender, and things ain't going so good for him right now because he's not doing what he truly loves, but he's making ends meet. He meets Salma Hayek's character in Max, who proposes this opportunity of saying like, hey, listen here. Well, if you come with me to London, I can pay you a lot of money. She's wealthy. Could pay you a lot of money to do me a favor. which truly has like her own personal intentions with it. And there's some romance between the two of them. Let's just call it what it is. Like he gave her a dance that really helped her find herself. Paid her a lot, offered to pay him a lot of money in order to do so, and it really kind of helped her find herself, but also restart her creative juices. So they go to London, and he's now staged to produce a play with a little Magic Mike twist to it. So he goes out and get the best dancers in Europe to come together in order to do this the only way that Mike knows how. And with that, like, we learn a lot about Max, her family, which she has her daughter, she has her butler, which her daughter and the butler, two of the funniest people in the film. The daughter narrates the film, and with her narration of the film, the daughter provides insight into the power of what dance does. And this commentary is very insightful and funny, and truly does help the movie flow in a way that just makes sense. So I do appreciate that. She's writing a novel, and she's taking the experiences of everything that's happening to kind of like really put that into that, and this becomes the narration of the film. So to that point too, you know, Max, again by Salma Hayek, she is going through a divorce, and this play that she's trying to put together is not only something to really exercise her creative juices, but it is to get back at her ex-husband in terms of their divorce settlement and all sorts of different things. So it gets a little bit of messy and whatnot. But anyway, let's talk about the film in terms of my thoughts about like the production and whatnot. First of all, the pacing is very fun and energetic. It constantly gives you moments to laughs and moments that you just are not expecting. And then it throws in dance. And this, when I say to throw in dance, it's not just thrown in a way that just doesn't make sense. I thought it was well thought out in terms of when they want to add a performance or a highlight or a showcase to one's talent of these dancers that they bring in for here. So there's that. Of course, it's Magic Mike, so it does have its raunchy moments in terms of the conversations and whatnot. And there's things that as adult you pick up on, and then there's things that are definitely like very direct that happens in it that you will appreciate as well too, which is funny. You know, I definitely appreciate that. And some of my favorite scenes, there's a bus scene in terms of choreography that was really, really dope. And the way that they use one of Aaliyah's very classic yet legendary songs and added this new rendition to it. Oh, it's amazing. I don't even want to ruin it for you, but be expecting, because like the music is good, but like when you get a new rendition of something, listen, especially Aaliyah, if you're gonna touch a legendary song like that, you know, I gotta give it the attention it deserves here. Salma Hayek, who is again the soon-to-be divorced wife, she has amazing chemistry with Channing in this film. Her fashion is top tier, and her performance in this is beyond amazing because I felt like it's very authentic. You get her ex-girlfriend or ex-wife in terms of how she sort of redirects that anger towards her ex-husband towards Mike, and the dynamic between her and her adopted daughter, and just everything that's around her. Sometimes she's very spicy, sometimes she's very energetic, very positive, sometimes she is very sexy, and you get this promiscuous side to her, but then sometimes she's snappy, and just you get all of these different things. I think it's very much a reflection of somebody who's just under a lot of stress. When you're talking about a divorce with a lot of money involved and still trying to carry out this plan, like the portrayal of this character, I thought she did like a very fantastic job. Like truly really good. It's really believable, you know. It's almost to a point where you could be like, yeah, Salma's probably toxic. But I'm not going to say that because she looked fantastic. Her fashion was top tier. And she also has some moments where she danced, because granted, the beginning scene where her and Channing dancing together, where he gives her the dance, yes, you see Channing dancing, but it is choreography because she also has to complement that as well too. So we do get that, but then you also truly do get to see her dance on her own, and I couldn't help but to be just happy for her. You can just tell how happy she is in this scene, but also just everybody that's involved. Everybody, you can tell, just had an amazing time with this, you know. The title of the film here, Magic Mike's Final Dance. I loved. There's a scene, a Last Dance, excuse me, Magic Mike's Last Dance. I loved how they tied the title into the film, because you watch films, you always like, when are they gonna say it? When are they gonna say it? When are they gonna do the thing? The way how they did it in this one, it was amazing. I think there was even a moment where people started to clap because of just how good they interjected into the dialogue, and it just wasn't just like, oh, okay, that's campy. Like, it actually worked. I actually love the script on that note, shall I mention. But I think that, when you talk about the continuity of the previous films, because, the other cast members, he gets a Skype call with them. So, like, there's some callbacks and nods to the previous films. We get to see the previous cast members over Skype, which is also very good, heartwarming moment to really connect everything together. And then from what I know, because again, I don't study dance, but from what I know, just different styles of dancing in this. And I also think to the dance culture, people will appreciate this because they scouted people on the streets, people on the internet, people who had all different types of styles, and let everybody get a moment to showcase that. So I did like that, the diversity of the dancing, the diversity of the folks in terms of the representation of the folks that they did hire for the play. Like, they did a really good job. And then in terms of the music, just diverse. And then in terms of the choreography of the dance, like, you can clearly see the inspiration of some of the dance. There's one scene that is truly Smooth Criminal. You can tell, like, this was their make of the classic Smooth Criminal video, and added their own twist to it, but yes, still a nod towards Michael. Oh, chef kiss. It was amazing. It was amazing. So overall, folks, like, I smiled and I laughed because I just really had a good vibe from this film. It was really just that fun and entertaining for me. Pony does return because I know y'all want that. And then the final dance scene, as I mentioned, that has a lot to do with some rain and just the movement between Channing and his partner here in this dance scene. So good. I like, truly, I want to own the DVD just to look at this scene again, because it's just really that good. Which this will probably be on HBO Max as well too, or Max by the time it releases. But like, just so good that, like, seeing how fluent they were moving. And then I've been waiting to say this the entire time. Honestly, I just want to be somebody like Channing Tatum or Magic Mike Lane, so that, Salma Hayek or Max, whoever it wants to be, can look at me the way she looks at him this entire film. Like, that's truly like my life goal. Like, she's so gorgeous and elegant, and to see her kill this role in the way she did just gave me goosebumps. Like, truly, because of my appreciation and fandom of who she is, but just truly seeing that she's one of the best that's been doing it in this game a very, very, very long time. So, listen, I know I'm not the demo, and y'all probably like, what? Yeah, I'm going to say it. Folks, go check this out. No brainer. No brainer. Take everybody. Your mom, your grandma, your dad, your partner, whoever it wants to be. Everybody's going to have a laugh. It is nothing wrong, folks. Especially you men. Don't say, oh, it's Magic Mike. I'm not going to see that. Go check it out, folks. You won't regret it. I promise you. I promise you. I can't honestly think of a flaw with this film. Besides, folks may be thinking like, oh, it's unbelievable. Nobody like her would take somebody like him. Rich people do a lot of weird things with their money. Fetishes and whatnot. This is totally on par for something somebody could do. And Max had to get her groove back. So here we go. And then there's a little bit of romance between the two, because why wouldn't somebody like, I'd leave that alone for anybody. Anyway, hit me up, Salma. I'm sorry. Anybody that wants to leave a comment in the video about this video, do so right down in the comments right now. Y'all stick around because we got more reviews coming to you very soon. Thank you for watching, folks.